So believe it or not, 54 years ago, Adam, who's backstage, said to me, we have to run a comic convention in Manhattan at a major hotel. You know what I said? What are you, a fucking nut? Or 14? I've never even been in a hotel in Manhattan. Where would this ever lead to? And here we are today, 53 years later, and I had the pleasure of introducing you to the guys who really changed our lives for the better. And I think yours too. Let's give them a nice welcome, Jared and Jensen.
Good morning, New Jersey.
How'd y'all sleep? That was a fun sign. I saw something. There's a blood strip stain going on. I'm not going to remain a squat this morning, so I'm going to bring this up a little bit. Morning, y'all. How's your meeting going so far? How's the concerto?
Good concert?
Well, it's been a long time. I think I haven't been here in 2 years.
3, 5,
Hey, fuck y'all.
7.
It's too early.
Going once, going twice.
I was told there'd be no math. 2019.
This is 2019?
Yeah.
So last year.
Seriously? That's messed up. Well, thank y'all for inviting me back finally. I'm glad I don't have COVID for the 100th time. Happy to be here. It's been a long time since we saw all y'all. So good to see your faces. Sorry about y'all having to look at ours. Is what it is.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. It's been a long night. Well, let's get to some questions. I see you right there. That was quick. Hi.
Hi again.
Hi again.
I don't actually have a question.
Okay, next.
I just want to tell you guys how much I love you. But you two are so genuine, down to earth, well-raised young men.
Thank you.
And
Young men. I heard young.
I was focusing on young.
I heard young.
I like it.
Operative word.
Yeah.
and I want to thank you for all these years to still take the time out from your busy lives and family and everything else you do, to still come here and do this and be so patient and respectful to all the fans. And I love you. I love you both. That's
Love
all.
you back.
I just want to say that.
Love you back. And importantly, thank y'all for giving us an excuse to get away from our children and sleep in a hotel room. It's very appreciated. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for giving us a reason to come and keep doing these things, because we do enjoy them. We wouldn't do them if we didn't. And it's always, I think it's a unique thing. I think when he and I first started out, there was that kind of long history of disconnect between, actors or talent, musicians, whatever it is, and their audiences. Musicians, I think, would get important because they get to go out on the road, they get to play, they get to see their audience face. But as far as actors go, we just show up on set, and then we just, hear about the reaction of fans a lot of times. So the fact that we get to engage with you guys, and we still get to do it, there's that foundation with us. It means a lot. We know how valuable it is, and so thank you for giving us reasons to continue doing this, because it's great. Yeah. All right. Let's go right. Pink top?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. She's like, oh, great. Wait, your hand was up?
She was airing out.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I didn't expect you to pick me, but hi.
No, surprise!
My question is there any storyline you guys wish you could have seen longer, like Dean and Joe, or like a traditional like Bloody Mary, like an old folks tale like that? Do you ever
Dean and Michael.
Dean as Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Dean as Dean and Dean as Michael. That was have you told the story? It was. I loved it. I think the writers were like, well, we'd love to do it for a long time, but then we can't have Sam and Dean together on camera, so we have to kind of shorten it a little bit. But I would watch more of that for sure.
I've said this before. I would have liked to, but again, this kind of goes to what Jared just said. That the writers are like, "Yeah, we got to get the brothers back together," because that's what the show is. But the purgatory storyline, I thought could have spent some more time there. That was really fun.
The Purgatory line?
The purgatory. Yeah, that stuff with Ty Olson or Benny and Dean, I thought was pretty great. And it would have been, but like Jared said, again, it was like it was the separation that I think kind of made it strenuous on the story. So I had to kind of wrap that up quicker than I think a lot of us wanted to. But is there a storyline you would have liked to see?
I mean, I would have liked to see a little bit more of Dean and Joe before she tragically died.
Yeah.
But the way that she went out was like nice.
It was a good tragic death.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good closure, I guess, before she blew up.
And
I agree.
behind the scenes, I suppose, to some extent, the set where we shot Ellen and Joe's death sequence was right across the street from Death's entrance. Like that whole little town that was built where, Julian's walking around and pretty much gets and dies. If you face the camera that way, that's where we shot Ellen and Joe dying. Sad times.
And I don't even think.
Good morning.
I don't think that's even there anymore. That whole.
No, no.
Yeah,
It's apartments now, right?
Tore that whole thing down. Crazy.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm gonna go this side, right here. Yes, glasses, yes, with the hand. Doing the thing. Yes, standing. Still standing? Yes. Sorry, we'll get to you.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh God, I love you guys so much.
You too.
I had a question. I was just curious. If you guys had to stay in a room all by yourselves, nobody else with you, and you had 3 dolls to pick.
3 dolls?
3 dolls. Had to been a teddy bear, Annabelle, or Chucky. Which one would you pick to stay with you for 24 to 48 hours? All by yourself.
I pick a real doll.
You can use your own.
That's true. Any one of them.
Weirdly, I guess I'd go with the teddy bear. I don't like bears, but teddy bear's pretty cool.
I'm so confused with this question. I don't want any of them. Can I just be by myself? No?
No?
Who are you gonna talk to if you're by yourself?
Myself. Talk to myself all the time. It's great. Oh yeah. I'm so agreeable.
I always agree with myself. What would you choose?
Honestly,
Yeah, no, tell me why.
you guys,
That wasn't an option.
Yeah, that wasn't an option.
I made it up.
I just said me.
I made it up.
I'd go with Chucky.
Okay, we can do
I'd go with Chucky.
Primo.
Keep things spicy. Keep it interesting.
Get some exercise just running around.
Jensen, have you slept? No. This thing's trying to kill me.
Amazing. Thank you.
All right, right here in the aisle.
Hi guys,
Hi.
my name is Jelena.
Hi, Juliana.
My question is, what is one of the supernatural monsters that Sam and Dean face that you think you could take in a fight and win easily?
That's a
Changeling.
why?
Because they're kids, they just boot them in the face.
Chucky. Keep picking.
Yeah. Just,
That's a good
or a zombie. Like a Walking Dead zombie.
Yeah, zombie.
Because then you can just walk away.
Just walk a little bit faster
Easy.
than they do. What would you want to play?
I don't know.
Will you ask us?
I can
Julia.
Jelena.
Jelena. There I go.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah. Both of you.
Probably also zombie.
Okay, yeah, let's go
The
zombie.
easiest to
Yeah, that would be easy. Or, no, never mind. I was gonna say one of the sirens. There's a theme to my morning right now. I need to calm down, lock it up.
I would go with, I forget what the character was. He wasn't an elf, but the what? Was he a fairy where he has to count, if you
Hell
promise
no.
him, he has to count?
I deal with fairies.
My fairies.
No. Says to get you.
I forget what the leprechaun.
Oh yeah, leprechaun.
You
Again,
just keep dropping
right in the
shit.
face.
No, if you drop something on the ground, they have to pick it up and count it.
Right, and they're also magically delicious.
Groovy. Yeah, leprechaun. Thank you very much, Julina. I'm gonna go way over here.
I wasn't expecting all these multiple choice questions.
I know.
So it is.
I have. Yes. If you want, you don't have to. All right.
I know you prank each other on set, cast on the set a lot, but have you ever pranked your family? Sorry. I know you guys prank on set a lot, but have you ever pranked your families growing up?
Oh, Jesus.
Rank our families.
Yeah, like your siblings?
I did prank my sister one time. I had some stage makeup, Ben Nye, like stage makeup from when I was in high school, and you had to do your own makeup before plays. And something happened, and she accidentally bumped me, and I happened to have it, and I was like, oh, I have a great idea. So I went to the bathroom and put on like a black eye. She was mortified. I think it actually like PTSD'd her. I was like, I'm sorry, it's not real. Like, hey, look, it's makeup. Here it is. And I've done that with my kids as well.
The Tom when you put the cut on the legs. Yes.
So one time, I got a FaceTime call on set. I don't remember what it was, but I had some cuts on my face, and they're like tattoos. You know, like you get a dinosaur tattoo, you put it on, put a hot towel with water, and then you pull it off, and it's a tattoo. And that's how our cuts were. And I had one like on my face or my neck or something. And so I get a FaceTime call from my wife, and I answer it, and it's our son. And he's like, Dad. I was like, buddy, hey, it's fake. I was like, you want to see when I come home? I'll bring one. He's like, okay. I was like, see, yeah, it's all good. Daddy's good. I'll call you tonight when it's off and this and that. So I got some from Special Effects Makeup, and I took them home, and I put it on his knee. He asked me to, and he knew. I was like, okay, here's what I'm doing, and it's on your knee. Here's the wet towel. And when I pulled it off, 15 seconds later, he was 4 or something. He looked down and thought he was hurt. He started like screeching, screaming, crying. I start laughing. So Jen is like, take it off him. And I'm like, I gotta get my phone. I gotta get my phone first. So I have a video of him, and then Jen goes to show Tom that it's not real. She's like, Tom, hey, it's okay, it's not real. And I'm like, baby, don't touch it, it's gonna make it worse.
So good. That'll teach him.
I'm a bad person.
I don't really know. I mean, I left when I was so young. I forget. Like I know. I was the black sheep of the family. I definitely. I probably didn't prank my family very much. I probably just gave them massive anxiety all the time. I will say that my brother was a really good kid, and so he did not pave a road for me that was easy to travel down. It was just straight and narrow, and I was like, well. And my sister then, she's 7 years younger than me, she could do no wrong. She was, I don't think she ever was told no in her life, because I paved such a wide swath. I'm just like, well, at least you're not as bad as Jensen.
Amazing.
So, yeah.
Also, happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Right,
Appreciate
yeah.
it.
Thank you.
All right. Let's go back, hold the coffee up there. Is that coffee or is that just whiskey?
She just nodded.
It's just kidding. It's like, yep, it is.
Hi.
Hi there.
First, I want to thank you. You give me and my sister a great excuse to get away for a weekend every now and then. So, and it's wonderful to see you guys. We have a great time. I wanted to know what is the most expensive item of clothing you've ever bought, and how much was it? The most expensive item of clothing, and what was the most expensive item you've ever bought for someone else?
Bought a house, but I get to live in it as well. I don't know clothing. I bought something, and admittedly, I didn't know how expensive it was. It was upfront here. And they send a stylist, they give them your sizes, and they put like a bunch of hangers in your closet in your hotel room. Like, this would look great on you, and this, and you're changing, and you're like, this cool? Yeah, that's great. But let's try this. And then we end up putting together an outfit. It was like a suede jacket. I didn't know how much it was. There was no tag on it. I found out like a week later and went, are you kidding me? What? Now I haven't touched it. It's like it was like a suede.
It's in a frame.
It's like in a safety deposit box. It was over $1,000, and I had no idea. I don't know how much it was offhand, but I was flabbergasted. Like, this is my style. This was like $60 online. I have 7 of them. These were like $50. I have 7 of them. These I stole from Supernatural and still wearing to this day. My socks have holes, and I bought this at Lululemon yesterday. So I'm not a very stylish person, admittedly, but I'm comfortable. But yeah, that was more fun.
I got my wife I was in Italy doing a convention over there, and I was like, well, I can't come back empty-handed. And I never do. I always bring her back something. But this time I was like, oh, okay, maybe I'll get her a purse. And I went to where was it? I don't know, one of those fancy purse places, and it might have been Gucci or something like that. So I'm looking at the bags, and you know, these things are like $3,000-$4,000, right? And I'm like, oh my god, this is stupid. I know she already has several, but the person working there was like, well, you know, we have an exclusive one that's like only at this particular store. You can't get it. And I was like, oh, well, that's cool, because now it's unique and it's not something you would see. And yeah, can I see that? She brings it out to the back, and I'm like, it's like orange alligator skin, or I don't know what it was. But I was like, oh.
Those good old orange alligators.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Oh, sweet, alligator, like she's from Louisiana. I'm like, perfect, that's the one. Thinking it was in the same ballpark. It was not. I just was like, yeah, wrap it up. So I go to the checkout cashier, whatever, and then they like turn the little like put your card in or tab or whatever. They turn it over, and it was like 32,000 euros. Yeah. What? Yeah, I think that's what I did. I took a knee. But here's the thing, like, they were really helping. They would recognize me, so they're bringing out me. They're like, you want some espresso? I'm like, yeah, I'm about to spend $3,500. Let's do it. And so then it's like 32K, and I just was like, I can't.
It's all wrapped up nicely.
Yeah, it is. Oh no, they're literally wrapping it behind the counter, and I was like, I'm in too deep. I can't back down now. And I just was like, so I get back to my hotel, and I'm like, so mad at myself.
How was the walk home Were you like,
Yeah.
holding it like
Yeah, they sent 2 security guards with me to escort them down there. So I get back home and I immediately call Video and I'm like, I messed up. She's like, what? I'm like, I got you something and I didn't acknowledge the cost. She's like, what? Just tell me what it is. And I'm like, well, but then it's not a secret. Just tell me what it is. I'm like, I got you this bag. And she's like, how much? And I told her, and she goes, take that shit back right now. And I go, yes, ma'am. So I took it back and I'm like, I sent my wife pictures, she wasn't really into it. Can I please have this put back on my credit card? And they're like, okay. So I bought it for her, but I got to take it back. So that was the biggest step in shit I've ever
So the
done.
most you spent on anybody is $0.
It was funny too, I didn't end up getting it. She's like, don't give me anything. I don't want anything. Yeah, I don't know, I brought her back like a snow globe.
I love snow globes. Thank you. Let's go way over here. I see you on the aisle. Yes. You had your hand up earlier.
I'm from Italy, actually. Today is my
How
last
dare
day.
you?
My last
Well, you
day
look
in the
Gucci.
U.S.
Welcome.
And it's my first convention, so thank you
You
for
have a
being
great
here.
American accent.
Yes. It's better than mine.
My question is, like on a personal level, like what is a piece of media, like a movie or music, like people don't expect you, but like it shaped you, like into who you are, maybe like growing up?
Great question. Dr. Seuss. Yeah, I have a tattoo based on one of the books, but Dr. Seuss was
Green eggs in ham.
Green eggs. It's just
It shaped
spatula.
his diet.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I think the book's.
I mean, it's Sam I Am. It's you know.
Yeah. Yeah, Sam, there you go. I never thought about that.
What?
Did y'all think about that? No, I still love the messages along with the whimsy of Theodore Seuss-Geisel. And so that's kind of been a way I've lived my life. Just trying to like be silly. Like, there's a message everywhere, but you can approach it with kindness and laughter.
Yeah, great. Gosh, I mean, there's so many, I don't know that there's one definitive thing that I'm like, wow, that heavily shaped. Music, the very first concert I was ever brought to, I was 6 years old, and I guess my mom couldn't find a babysitter or something, she's like, well, I'll just bring him. And it was Michael Jackson Thriller tour. And I was terrified. So I'd never been to a concert. Certainly had never been to anything that big. And it was like where the Dallas Cowboys played. It was the whole stadium and all the lights went out. There were fireworks and the music was so loud. And I was like, this is what nightmares are made of. But then, watching him come out and just the production, I just remember thinking like, wow, like what superhuman you have to be in order to do that in front of this many people. And then as I got a little older, the first concert I ever went to without parental guidance was Van Halen. So then I had that feeling again of like, gosh, it's just so, like, of course I was like, love digging the music stuff, but I was so interested in like what it takes to perform at that level, and the confidence and the talent, and it always fascinated me. So whenever I got as I got older and I started doing performing stuff, I always thought about how incredibly dedicated and talented and confident you have to be in order to play at that level. And so it was always something that I kind of looked up to and aspired to. And I don't know, that maybe had given me some sort of a North Star to kind of look to be like, okay, if I keep working hard and I keep showing up and I keep doing my work, maybe one day I'll be able to stand in front of a crowd and perform at some sort of a level. And I don't know, that's one of many that I just pulled out of the air. So yeah.
I actually
Thank you. I love you so much. Thank you.
Grazie mille. I actually have my first ever concert when I was a kid with parental guidance. Very similar. I went to in San Antonio. Went to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles concert.
Is Stephen Amell performing?
Years before. I have a funny story. Bear with me. I'm sorry. So during Gilmore Girls, it's like 2002 or 2003. Yeah, pretty sure. I'm living in LA, and my buddies and I are playing like Grand Theft Auto or Gran Turismo or something, and it's like 1:30 in the morning, and they stop selling beer at 2, and so we're like, let's go get some beer at Ralph's, the grocery store. And so we go, we walk in, it's like 1:45 in the morning, they can't sell after 2. And so we get in there, and there's this little, short man, probably in his 60s or 70s, I can't tell. He's got like a Hawaiian shirt.
Sure, everybody is short to you. I don't know.
But I assumed he was like didn't have a home to live in. And he had all these bottles of wine that were like Ralph's brand wine, that they were on sale for like $1 or $3 or whatever. And so we were just like, I'm like, hey man, I've never had wine at the time, I don't think. I was like, that must be good. He's like, yeah, you ever had it? I was like, no. He's like this funny old man. He's like, well, come with me. He grabs my arm, and I'm like, look at my buddy laughing. And he takes me to the end of the aisle. He's like, try the Cabernet Sauvignon, and I was like, okay. Like, I'm just I'm tickled. We get back to the checkout counter, and the cashier asks this man, hey, can I have your ID? And the guy's like, you don't think I'm 21? He's like, no, I can't sell it unless I scan an ID. Like, that's just, I know you're 21. And the guy's like, okay. He's looking at us. He's like, great. Gives his ID, and the cashier grabs his ID to scan it and goes like this. Like, weird reaction, scans it, and is like, thank you, sir. Have a good night. Like, he's like shaky. And I'm thinking either this guy is like 100 years old or like 20 years old. But for some reason, the cashier's acting weird. And so he gets the stuff, he's like, enjoy the wine. And he leaves. And the cashier, he's still like ashen-faced. And I was like, what's going on, man? He goes, you know who that was? I was like, no. He goes, that was Eddie Van Halen. Ralph's at Coldwater, Ventura. And there's windows that see out the parking lot, and I'm like, what? And I look out, and he's loading all of these like $3 bottles of wine into his Ferrari Testarossa. That's amazing. Not a word of luck.
All right, where are we going here? Right here.
If you could be in any Mel Brooks or Leslie Nielsen movie, what would it be?
If you could be in any
Mel Brooks or Leslie Nielsen?
Leslie Nielsen movie, what would it be?
Oh,
There's
a lot of Mel Brooks movies that can't be made these days.
you and I in Spades are creating a movie.
Well, we've had an idea for quite some time. We had a whole like list of bits.
Yeah, it's like a note.
Yeah, and it was we wanted to do an episode of Supernatural that was in the style of NJcon, which we thought was hilarious, but I don't think anybody else would.
The Naked Super, what do we call it? The Naked Natural, the Naked.
Yeah, Naked Natural or something.
Yeah. So we had all these ideas to make a Naked Gun-esque style episode of Supernatural, and I'd still love to do it. We had one where there's a gun that goes off and the bullet goes around, knocks off his Spade's toupee. He doesn't wear a toupee, but it knocks it off somehow. Airplane was damn funny.
Yeah, Airplane, Naked Gun.
But surely you can't be serious.
I am serious, so don't call me Shirley. I said, if somebody asked me, I don't know if they're here, asked me to pick an FBI name. Is that person in the audience? Yesterday, they were like, if you could pick any FBI name, what would it be? And for some reason, I immediately blurted out, I was like, Shirley MacLaine. She kind of looked at me like, huh? I was like, well, that way people could ask me, we could do the Shirley joke, which I don't think she knew. I don't know why that immediately came to me. So yeah, there you go. I think we got time for one more. Here, go ahead.
One more. Okay, make it good. See you right here.
Right up in front.
I can repeat it. All right. Oh, she's waiting for her mic.
Oh yeah. So no, I want everyone to hear
Our
this.
our UK friend.
Good morning.
Top of the morning to you.
That's an Irish thing.
I realized when I said it that it was inappropriate.
What's a traditional morning British? Good morning. That's not fun.
Good morning to you.
It clearly was very talented people, but is there
One more than somebody else.
Yeah.
But is there any talent or skill that you don't have and you would love to have, like knitting or lace making or axe throwing?
Knitting for fucking sure.
Knitting or axe throwing?
I think fine lace work is something that's always interesting.
I actually went to one of those axe throwing places with some of the cast from The Boys, and I possess that talent. I'm good at it. Didn't know I did, but I did.
How's your knitting?
Don't know.
Okay.
Haven't ventured into that skill set yet.
So many.
It's a plane.
Birdie. It's
There's a squirrel yesterday? I know, I was running around.
there's a moose right here, right now. I wish I could speak more languages. Yeah. I'm bad at English, so I'm not even going to attempt. But I wish I could speak British. Top of the morning to you.
It's Irish!
Okay, we gotta go. So y'all have a good day, mate.
It's Australian! Bye.
All right, give it up for him. Come on. Show some love.